lost my sneeze.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I know this introduction is very different. As I was editing the footage, I realised that I stupidly accidentally deleted the intro that I filmed, and obviously now it's a lot later on and I'm in different clothes and everything, so I may as well just film it for you like this. As you all know, I've been away in Spain for a week, so that was really fun, but I am glad to be back now because I really did miss filming. Basically today's video is going to be a bit different. I'm going to be just talking to you guys about a particular topic, and today's topic is going to be about my skin. So it's going to kind of be like a story time video, I guess you could say, as well, because I'm going to be telling you about what happened to my skin whilst I was on holiday and the reasons for why I hadn't been able to film sooner. And I wanted to film this for you guys because I feel like the majority of people we watch online have such perfect skin. And I wanted to be real with you guys and just show you that not everyone has perfect, amazing skin. And whether you have similar skin to me or whether you have your own issues with your skin, I wanted to almost raise awareness in a way that you shouldn't let it stop you from doing what you want to do. You'll see later on in the video that when I tell you about what happened, that I was quite self-conscious to go out for a few days. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to turn a negative into a positive. And if I could, instead of hiding away, if I could actually film a video for you guys and show you and tell you the troubles I have with my skin rather than hiding away, if I could just at least help one of you become more confident with your skin or become more confident within yourself, that would make my day. So that's the aim of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you smash that like button for me if you enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you're new, hi, my name's Mary. But yeah, so without further ado, if you want to know about what happened to my face, then please just keep on watching. Right, where to start? So as you all know and you've seen in my videos, I do naturally have quite a red skin, so I have quite a lot of redness to my cheeks and a little bit on my chin, and I've had it for a while. I've never really taken too much notice of it just because I assumed it would be a bad complexion and that it will go over time. However, the longer I had it, the more it did start to bother me, and I thought, you know what, if I could be given a cream or something, or someone knew what it was and it could get rid of it quicker, then that's what I wanted to do. I went to the doctors and just said, look, can you have a look at my skin, maybe tell me whether it is a bad complexion or whether it's actually something wrong with my skin, and then I could be therefore given the right creams to help it. So my focus mainly was to go to a dermatologist as their skin specialist, and they could tell me what would be best for my skin. But the doctor had a little look at it and said it could be basically a disease called lupus. Now, I'd never heard of lupus before. Some of you probably have and some of you probably haven't. I believe the disease is basically something to do with having a low immune system. There's so many different symptoms. One of the symptoms is having joint pain, which is what I don't have. Another symptom is having literally the redness that I have on my skin. He showed like pictures of lupus and how it affects the skin, and it pretty much looks identical to what I have on my skin. The majority of people with lupus apparently react really badly to bites, like mosquito bites, and I am one of them. I definitely react really badly when I get bit. When I was in Spain, I got bit on my arm and it basically blew my whole arm up. It just completely swelled up, which was ridiculous because it was just such a little tiny mosquito bite. But again, I never took that seriously. Once we realised maybe the two could connect, we thought, maybe we should get it checked out. So me and my dad have done loads of research on lupus, and at first we didn't think I had it. We assumed just I haven't really got it and it's just a bad complexion. The doctor then did a blood test on me to see whether there was anything in my blood to show signs of it, and I did have a fault in my immune system. So again, it all kind of links in a way. It's all kind of like adding up. I haven't actually been diagnosed with lupus. I have a hospital appointment, I believe, on the 18th of August, which I'm going to, and they can therefore tell me whether I do or whether I don't. They're the three kind of like symptoms I've had of it so far. Even after the blood test, we still kind of assumed that, nah, most likely it's not, I just have a bad complexion, until I went on holiday to Spain, and that's where things went a little bit crazy. I never got warned or anything. Apparently lupus reacts really badly to sun exposure. However, I went on holiday to Spain for a week with my family. It was boiling hot, got a nice tan. However, once we got towards the end of the holiday and we were going to the airport, I noticed that my skin, my whole face was incredibly red. We all just assumed this was just sunburn. My whole face had been sunburnt. So I was extremely embarrassed. I was kind of like hiding my face in the airport because I did feel very self-conscious, because I genuinely did look like a walking tomato. Now, that night I decided to rub some aloe vera after sun on it because I knew that would help sunburn a lot, and I just let that soak in overnight. And when I'd woke up, the redness definitely had died down, but I noticed the redness was only in the areas where I'm naturally red, so on my cheeks here and a little bit on my chin. And I was thinking, that's a bit weird, like why am I only sunburnt on these areas and not like the rest of my face? The rest of my face was fine, but it was just the redness was almost extra red basically. Then I believe the second day I woke up, it wasn't improving. I had textured lumps on my skin. I was worried and saying to my dad, oh no, what if they're blisters? I've been really badly sunburnt. But he explained to me if it were blisters then I would be in an incredible amount of pain, and I wasn't. So it wasn't blisters, it was just these textured lumps on my skin. Now this did worry me because I was thinking, oh god, like what if my skin's going to stay that textured for the rest of my life? I definitely worry and jump to conclusions in situations like this, but I was worried because it didn't look good at all. But anyway, I kind of went about my day. Obviously I did stay indoors, I didn't go out anywhere, I don't think I had anywhere to go anyway. And then later that day I went round my mum's and she had a little look at my skin as well, and she put on a mask for me. I'm not 100% sure what brand this mask was. I believe it may have been Lizelle or along those lines. It's not a dry mask, it's a mask that you apply on your skin and then your skin actually absorbs the mask if it needs the hydration. So it kind of like disappears on your skin and then there's bits left over if your skin doesn't need the hydration. When I came back home that following night I had a look, and every time I use that mask my skin absorbs the whole mask because my skin is very dry. But I noticed my redness, like the sunburn was looking a little bit better. And I thought, oh wow, like that mask has done it really good. You know, it's definitely cooled it down. So I was thinking that the next morning I was going to wake up and it would basically be gone, or it would definitely have improved. Unfortunately, that's not the way it went. So I went to sleep that night and woke up and my skin had completely scabbed up. My whole cheeks had scabbed. I also had scabs on my chin. I will insert the pictures now if you want to have a look at what it looked like. If you are squeamish or you don't like looking at this sort of stuff, I would look away or turn the video off now. But yes, I would insert the pictures right now so you can have a little look about what I mean by the scabbiness. So you can imagine the absolute worry that I was in that day. I was thinking, oh my god, this looks awful. I've got scabbed skin. I was like, it's a thick scab, it felt like touching a crocodile. And as you guys can also imagine, trying to put makeup on top of scab just does not work. So I couldn't wear any makeup whatsoever. I attempted to, but scabbing actually became more prominent and more noticeable. Because of this scabbing, my dad then booked straight away an emergency appointment for the doctors that same morning. So I went to the doctors and they had a little look at it. I believe I got a nurse, and she said basically it's where there's been sun damage on damaged skin already. So because my skin was already damaged before, which is what the redness is, having sun exposure on that damaged skin makes it react in the way that it did react. It was basically a reaction to the sun exposure. I was prescribed a steroid cream, I believe it was called Betnovate. I've heard that this is the weakest form of steroid cream, and then I also got given a moisturiser, a very strong moisturiser that can also be used as a cleanser, so I could use it to clean my face and to moisturise my skin as well. So I went and got the steroid cream and I had to apply it twice a day, just morning and night, just a thin layer, because with steroid cream, because it is so powerful and strong, you honestly only need like a dot, so you need just a dot and it smears around your face. A little bit definitely goes a long way. The nurse did also tell me that she recommends I don't put any makeup on because she didn't want to irritate the skin even more, cause a risk of infection or inflammation, because at this point there wasn't any infection, so it was okay. Basically that's what I did. I applied the cleanser in the morning twice a day and at night, and added the steroid cream morning and night as well. And I can honestly say 2 days later, 2 days, my skin looks like this. I cannot explain to you how happy I am with my skin at the moment, because although it's still not perfectly clear, it is the best it's been. It feels incredibly hydrated, and I don't know whether you guys can tell, but I think the redness on my skin, my actual natural redness, has definitely improved itself. Me and my dad were talking about it and we discussed that maybe it's actually the Betnovate steroid cream that's actually helping the redness on my skin, which we're thinking may be lupus. So we had a little look online and saw what people with lupus were prescribed by a doctor, and a lot of people said they were prescribed Betnovate steroid cream and it definitely worked for them. So at the moment I'm applying just a tiny little amount once a night, so just before I go to bed, just on the areas I'm naturally red on my skin. And I mean, I woke up this morning and it was practically gone. Like, I could hardly see any redness at all. I still had a few little dots I naturally have in my skin, but so it's not completely gone. However, I think it's definitely improving. At the end of the day, I guess something good did come out of going through that whole week or so indoors homebound because of how awful my skin looked. Obviously at the time I wasn't to know, but you can imagine I did feel very self-conscious about going out because of how self-conscious I was about the scabbing on my skin. It definitely really affected me in that way. So that definitely made me feel a little bit low because I love going out. I'm very social. I like to go out with friends or parties. I do like to go out and about. So staying indoors for a while definitely made me feel a little bit claustrophobic, I guess. But again, as I said in the intro, I definitely wanted to turn a negative into a positive. And if I could almost tell you guys as well that if you have similar skin to me and you notice that you also have this redness to your skin, maybe you should get it looked at in case you're going through the same thing as me at the moment. And if I was you, I would definitely stay out of the sun or at least like cover yourself with sun cream, because definitely the way my skin reacted to the sun exposure wasn't normal for just a sunburn. So definitely whatever this redness is, it definitely doesn't like sun exposure. So I'll warn you guys now because I didn't get warned that at all before I went to Spain. And also, maybe if you do have similar skin to me, try a steroid cream. Again, you only need the tiniest amount, because if you apply too much too constantly, it can actually thinnen your skin, so it's not very good for your skin in the long run. However, if you're only going to apply a tiny amount once a day, it's not going to do any harm. So have a look at steroid cream. I know Betnovate is the weakest form of steroid cream, I believe. Maybe talk to your doctor or your dermatologist or your skin specialist about that. Or even if you don't have similar skin to me and you're just feeling a little bit low about your skin, I definitely went through a nightmare with my skin, but I just wanted to show you guys that you should not let it stop you from doing what you want to do. And I really, during those course of days where I was left at home, I really wanted to film a video for you guys, but I was thinking, oh god, like my whole face is scabbed up. But I went, no, do you know what, I'm going to just go ahead and do it. And honestly, I never expected it to already be clear by now. I was expecting me to be filming for you all still with the scabbiness on my face so I could show you, but unfortunately my skin's completely cleared. But yes, that does bring us at the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I know it was a little bit different, but I definitely want to do almost like a series of these Let's Talk videos where I could just talk to you about different topics, or maybe something that's happened to me or something. But yes, I really hope I've made at least one of you feel a little bit more confident about yourself or about your skin. Don't worry, because I know exactly how you feel. Not everyone's skin is perfect. I know we're all trying to aim for such clear, perfect skin, but in reality, who actually has that? So I love you all so much. I really hope you're having a great week wherever you are, and I will see you all hopefully in my next video. Bye guys.